It's your boy Big Lemon. I just wanted to tell y'all about this new lease that I have ensued with Wasatch Truck Leasing. Just give you a quick breakdown. I leased the vehicle about 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks from today, and went to go pick up the truck on Tuesday. So yeah, yesterday I went to go pick up the truck. I was promised the truck was gonna be roadworthy, ready to work. So first thing I did was went ahead and got the insurance, got the registration, got everything I needed so that I could book a load and make money right away. I had a pre-booked load when we flew in there. I have my pops picking up the truck right now, and he's been sitting there at a truck at a freightliner dealership out there. Wasatch, all they deal with is freightliners. He's at a Stoops freightliner out there in Indiana. When we got to the truck, well, so first off, we promised a roadworthy truck that's been detailed and cleaned and everything's ready to go. So after getting to the truck is dirty on the inside and on the outside, and that's just the end of the start of the iceberg. After that, the DOT inspection sticker is out of date. The AC compressor and AC dryer is non-functioning, so that had to be replaced. The fifth wheel wasn't oiled. Tires was bad on the truck. They all look like the worst recap tires I've ever seen, and one in particular is bald. Um, so there's seven, you know, questionable tires. Well, I should say, eh, seven questionable tires and one bad tire. The steer tires look good. In addition to that, the outlets in the truck are not working. Um, the annual inspection wasn't done. The PM wasn't done. Now, these are all things that when you speak to these guys, they'll tell you that there's ready to go. Those are all been done, and you shouldn't have any issues. The only issue that you may inquire while you're there, Brad told me, is that you may have to get the truck jumped because it's been sitting for so long. You know, some trucks sit for a week or so while they go through maintenance. The other ones sit for maybe a couple months. And so I was expected to get up there and maybe have to use, the shop's jumper cables or whatever to get the truck back, or to get the truck jumped. However, that did happen, but that was literally the least of the problems. After telling Brad about the situation over there, he kind of played like denied the whole situation, saying, "Oh no, we have work orders saying the truck is being completed," and this is even after they showed my dad that the truck had yeah, none of the stuff had been done. And so after that, he then tells me that, "Oh, you know what, you can get a refund. We'll issue a refund." And mind you, I never even asked about a refund ever. And but even still now, he keeps pushing this refund, keeps pushing this refund. The one things that I did ask about was, like, this truck isn't what it was supposed to be. Is it possible to switch to a different truck? You know, he stated that the only other used truck that they had, it was a truck that had like 2,000 miles and required $2,500 more than what we had put down. I'm like, well, due to the inconveniences, there, can we roll that on to, do the monthly payments, or, can we, because at this point in time, I'd have put down $5,000 and need to be making money. And he tells me, oh, that's not an option. I said, uh, you know, he stated that other people has had the similar issues, and the owner always said no. And I'm like, so you guys, other people has had similar issues to where there was a work, or there was this amount of work that had yet to be completed. He's like, because I said the only problems that you told me about was batteries, And he's like, yeah, like, is it possible you could just ask him, just shoot it by him, see what he says? Oh no, we can't do that. I said, oh, okay. And so afterwards, you know, uh, I told him, I said, hey man, when I signed this lease, I signed the lease with the unsight unseen. You didn't disclose the location of the vehicle to me, so so I wasn't able to see the vehicle. And with that being said, you told me that the truck was one roadworthy. Roadworthy means that it has to have at least a DOT inspection on it, and two, you know, uh, uh, it's not in any state that you claimed it to be in. You told me about the work that had been performed on the truck, and the truck was ready to go. Well, none of that work had been performed, and you keep claiming it has been. However, Stoops, the freightliner dealership, keeps saying that the only thing that the truck was brought in there for was decal removal. So somewhere on you guys' end, it's not right, you know. And with that being said, you set me up. You know, I gave you my $5,000 on false pretenses. I told him, I said, man, if you would have told me that there was not no AC in the truck, you know, or things would have had been completed after me starting this lease agreement with you, I would have, you know, hung up in your face. You know, like there's no way I would have even thought about doing a deal like that. It doesn't even make no sense. Um, and so he tells me, oh, well, there's a grace period of 3 weeks. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. That grace period is to make money. Oh, no, it's to see if there's anything that needs to be performed on the truck, you know, so we can perform it on the truck. I'm like, so, again, if you would have told me that you're going to give me 3 weeks so you guys can get the truck ready to the condition that it should be in before the lease started, I would have told you I'm not doing it. Well, anyway, long story short, I've been trying to get him, you know, so of course, you know, with the whole truck situation, I try to, you know, be understanding. If you can't, you know, switch me to another truck due to the down payment, I understand that. But hey, we need to restart this lease, you know, just based on principle, based on morals, and based on, more importantly, the law. Law says the truck needs to be roadworthy. If it doesn't have a DOT inspection, the truck is not roadworthy. Uh, you can't do nothing. You know, and again, you know, you on sight unseen. That means you need to, you know, pretty much swear by your word, and your word is not, it's not valid. Word is no good. I mean, you telling me that the truck is ready to go, and the truck's nowhere near ready to go. And still, you know, he's like, well, I can't do that. I'm like, well, okay, can you get me to your, you know, can I talk to your manager or supervisor, whoever's above you? Oh, well, I'm the contract manager, and there's nobody above. The only person that's above me is the owner. I said, okay, well, can I speak with the owner? You know, can you set up a time where I can speak with him about the situation? Because, you know, I understand that you may not have all the authority or ability to, you know, resolve this issue, but it needs to be resolved. Oh, just flat out denied me that opportunity. I'm like, okay, but keeps pushing this refund, and I keep telling him like, hey man, you know that refund sounds all nice and dandy. You know, I get back $5,000, but I've also put over $30,000 into this whole ordeal. You know, between flights, between Ubers, between insurance. You know, so it's not just a refund of $5,000. I need that damages. You know, and as well as the $5,000 load that I was supposed to be pulling with the truck. You know, like you done ruined my whole relationship with a broker. You know, due to the fact that you falsely promised me something, and it's very inaccurate. And so further the story, you know, the situation is the truck is down there supposed to be getting fixed. The freightliner dealership is sending them authors. They're telling them that, you know, in order before we could perform the work, the authorizations for us to complete the work has to be put in. Well, they're dragging their feet, doing it at their own pace. They even Freightliner has even told them this morning that, you know, you have to send us an email at like 6 or 7 o'clock this morning, that you guys have to send us a work email because the total is over $1,000, so we can you know, have proof that, you know, this is the work that you guys want us to complete. Well, the paperwork saying that they wanted to complete the truck or get the work completed, it didn't come in until 4:30. So I have, again, I have my dad up there. You know, I've paid for him to be out there and everything like that. So, you know, I'm incurring more expenses. And still, even now, even though we've been up there for over 2 days, going into the third day, and the truck is still not ready to go, you still um, are not trying to restart the contract. Again, I've yet to ask for a refund. I don't really want a refund because in order for me to get a refund, that means I have to go through the whole legal process of getting my rest of my money, you know, which is the damages, which is the insurance, which is the flights there and back, the Ubers, you know. And again, I didn't get into the situation to then turn around and get out of the situation. I got into the situation because I wanted a truck. I need a truck. I need to make money, you know. I don't want money tied up for no reason. So a person I've been dealing with here again, his name is Brad, and man, I tell you, if you're looking into Wasatch, and you get on the phone and he says, "Hey, my name is Brad. I can only advise you to ask for a different contract manager, or just even possibly even just look at a different company." And it really hurts because I've been waiting on being able to get a truck to Wasatch for probably about 2 years. Yeah, it's been about 2 years. And they always are low on trucks, and I've done a couple different other leases, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with any other leases until I can get one through Wasatch, and I finally got one through Wasatch, and I don't know if it's Wasatch as a whole. I would hope to think it's not, because they've been around for so long and they do a lot of trucks, but and I would like to more so think it's probably Brad. He seems to be a little arrogant. Like I said, he's won't let me talk to anybody above him. He says he's the contract manager, and mind you, I've been in sales. I used to be an internet sales manager. However, I still had somebody I reported to. And so, but this is just my tidbit and my experience that I've done had with Wasatch. It hasn't been pleasant. I, and then even as far as when I spoke with him in regards to the truck and why we need to redo the lease, and I told him like the legalities behind it. The law says truck has to be in proper working order, or not proper working order. It has to be roadworthy, and this is how it's not up to that standard. This is how you know, you have did false business practices. This is what's violating this lease term. He tells me, oh, because of pushback, I wouldn't even want to do another lease with you. So you're telling me that, because I'm just not trying to lay over and, just take the loss of revenue, potential revenue, the lost revenue that I already incurred, and everything else, that I'm too difficult of a client. What I'm asking you to do is make it right. Real simple. I never even asked for a refund. You were offering me a refund, and I keep trying to tell you, I don't want a refund. I want the contract restarted after the work has been completed. That's only right. And so, yeah, again, beware, beware. I will update if I do get this situation resolved and how this all plans out. But as of right now, I can only tell you, man, stay clear if you can.